Hello friends, welcome to a new video of Let's Watercolor with Vanidas. In this series of videos, I will take you through my way of doing watercolors. My objective is that jointly we make the watercolor painting a fun-filled and very dynamic activity. Hope we will enjoy. For today's demonstration, we will be using this particular reference, right? So we'll try to simplify it. It has a lot of details. If you look at, there are a lot of things here, lot of details at this particular building, even a lot of details, boards, etc. here. We will take only those elements that are relevant to the composition. We will not take any other things. Okay, so we'll primarily take this particular tree, okay, this bus, this transport, maybe we'll keep this also, and we will keep this buildings at the far end, and we might suggest some of these background trees, right? Then this road and couple of characters. We'll try to go for a simple sketch of this. We'll first develop a thumbnail, then we will go for the painting process. We'll make a very quick sketch of this. This is just a planning phase. We are trying to decide what elements we need to select and what we ignore, right? So let us first make a kind of a frame for this. I am making this frame roughly to the size of the watercolor paper. Okay. So let me take around here. We make the top of the road. Okay, this is the kind of dividing the sky and the land kind of thing. Okay, then somewhere around here I'll keep the distant buildings. Okay, make the road. I'm already starting with the major steps. Okay, and somewhere here we'll make the truck. See, I'm not worrying about the accuracy here. This is mainly about placing the elements. Okay, this is just arrangement of the elements, not about the accuracy of the drawing. Okay, and maybe here we will have the foliages, the tree, major tree, and somewhere here we will make the bus. Okay, now what I am doing is here we wanted something here. If you look at, there is a signboard, so I think that will be a little interesting, so I will keep that particular signboard. Okay. Yeah. And here I wanted to add some old structure or something. Okay, so let me just make some building sort of thing here, which I am planning to be making it in a shadow. So, and somewhere here we have a palm tree, coconut tree. And maybe some foliages here, some distant trees or something. Okay, So I think this is what I am roughly planning. So let us quickly uh, uh, shade it. I'm not going for very accurate drawing here. Sorry for a little bit of shake on the board because I am making some quick sketch and applying some pressure, so that is the reason the board is a little bit moving around. Smudging it a little bit. And here we'll make little darker sketches. I want this to be a little darker because I want to tonally represent this as a little darker. I'm changing the pencil, I'm not getting sufficient darkness. This seems to be dark now. Now I will just suggest this. I'm not giving much importance to this buzz, so I will just suggest it. And I'll just give the shadows here. I think this is the kind of placement that I am looking for. Okay, now we'll have some characters. Okay, maybe somebody is pedaling a bicycle. Some people walking around. Maybe some guy here. Some little bit of clouds here. Okay, I think that's it for the sketching phase. So this is reasonably sufficient for the planning. So we will now get this into the watercolor paper and paint it. Okay, so now we'll switch to the watercolor paper. Okay, this is my palette. I have arranged my colors from blue to yellow, I mean the cool to warm colors. This is ultramarine blue, this is cerulean blue, this is cobalt blue, violet, sap green, olive green, this is burnt umber, this is burnt sienna, crimson lake, vermilion red, this is orange, Indian yellow, and yellow ochre. Okay, so there are some couple of other colors which I will not be using. Now coming to my brush, I will be using number 6 Raphael mauve brush, number 2 Raphael mauve brush, some locally available round brush, small and medium, and I will be using a pointed rigger brush for the line works. I will be using some kind of a sponge to take out excess colors from the brush. You should always have some kind of tissue paper with you. And coming to the pencil, I will be using a 2B pencil for the sketching. For the thumbnails I might use some darker pencil, 6 or 8B kind of thing. I will be using a sprayer bottle sometimes to wet the paper. And that is my tools. The paper is quarter sheet Maestriaa brand Indian handmade paper. This is 300 GSM cold pressed paper. This, I'm drawing it very loosely. Let this be the end of the road. I mean the top edge of the road basically, and the road will be something like. The road will be something like this. Nearby tree. Okay, we'll place the vehicles a little later. Somewhere here I will put the distant buildings. Okay. Just now we'll have to think of where to put this bus and this truck. Okay. So let us. this is roughly the place for the bus, and the truck will be little bigger. Somewhere here we'll make the truck. Some board here, signboard. I'm not sure what it is. Okay. Now, just for composition and completeness, we will try to make some structure here. It could be some building or some definition we'll make here. And we have a coconut tree here, so we might put that some tree here. I'm not very sure we'll put it here, but I'm marking it. Okay, now with this in place, we may have something at the back, some foliages. Yeah, we'll place some characters, but so just placing some characters just to create some interest. Okay, now I think we have marked some of the key elements, so we are ready to go for the washes now. So while at the time of painting, we are likely to alter some of these things. Okay, this is just the initial planning, depending upon how the washes actually come out. Yeah, sometimes the washes doesn't come as we expected, so we may have to make some changes. So we are going for a little bit of a warm sky, but containing a lot of clouds as well. So let us see how we can suggest that. I'm making this is yellow ochre, very pale. Okay, this looks too much of yellowish for me, so I'm using a touch of brown, a very small touch of burnt sienna. It's up to you. I mean, I used yellow ochre, very pale wash, and a touch of burnt sienna to make this wash, and let us wash it. I'm not going very precise now. Now let us make some cobalt blue wash. Okay, it is cobalt blue, and I am using a touch of burnt umber. I just wanted to pale it down a little bit and dull it a little bit. Okay, now let us make it. You look at it, is some kind of a wet and wet effect I wanted to create. So a lot of merging will happen now. Let it bleed and merge, etc. And whatever interest is getting created, let them be created. Okay. Now we'll quickly suggest some foliages here. Okay. So I'll go for a smaller brush now. I'll go for a round brush now. I'll use the same wash, which is a little bit of burned umber and cobalt blue. Okay. Now little thicker consistency. Nothing but kind of filling the gap. We'll leave this area as it is. We'll try to define the road and the land pieces. For the road, I'll use a little bit of cobalt blue, maybe a touch of violet, and this seems to be too sharp or too bright color for me. I am again using a little bit of dulling color. Some earthy color basically. I'm taking some pale version of it and starting from the distance. At this point I'm not worried about the characters and other things. this is not very dry. I wanted to apply the land tone here, basically some yellowish brownish color. From here and try to merge it. Now ideally we'll wait for this to dry. Maybe I can suggest basically a coconut tree here. See, it is smudging at the edges a little bit, but I think that is okay because it's a distant coconut tree, coconut or palm tree or whatever you can think it is. Okay, let us wait until this gets dry. Next phase of washing. So we had to decide where we had to do first. So this we could define, we could apply primary wash to this, we could do here, we could do on the truck, we could do on the bus. So I'm thinking to somehow preserve some time. So what I am thinking is I cannot do anyway this truck in a single go because I will need some lighter tone here, some darker tone here, another darker tone here, another darker tone here, etc. So if I apply everything in a single go, I might accidentally touch these two area, and the colors are very likely to get merged and it may spoil the work. So what I am thinking is I will give this lighter tones here right now, and then I will switch to this area, and by the time this area is complete, probably this will get dry, so that I can try focusing on this area, so that we are taking advantage of some of this waiting time, drying time, right? So what I am doing here is I am taking very light tone of this. Maybe I will pick up some lighter tone from here as well. Okay. So basically I wanted to just so here I am planning to use some kind of orangish reddish tones. So I am taking some orange color, little bit of vermilion red I am mixing, a light touch, maybe just to suggest it is some roofed structure. Okay, I think this is better. Just allowing it to merge. Okay. I'm softening this. I'll have to apply some darker tone there later. Okay. Now we can work on these tones on the brush. I'll go for some darker tones here because this is still not very dry. So maybe I'll go for this. Okay, this particular structure. So we have some dark tone here. Okay, I will use some brownish tone here. It is little bit more brown than I wanted. Adding little bit of cobalt to blue. I'm not happy with this tone. I wanted more bluish tone. So this is okay. So I will use this tone there. Going for a mop brush because I want to cover larger area. I will wait for this to dry. By the time I can go for this particular tone. So since we are doing different colors, at adjacent places, we need to play with the order of applying wash, because if you properly plan which area you will wash first and then second, if you do proper sequencing of your washes, that this I will do first, then I will do this, then I will do this, etc., then you can make use of the drying time. So otherwise, if you do everything else and only this truck is left out, and if you start applying a wash here, then you cannot do here or here because it will smudge. So then you will have to really stop painting until everything gets dry. So let us now get into this particular area where I am looking for little darker tone. I'm using a synthetic round brush so that it has a little bit sharper point. Okay. I will leave here now. Maybe at this bottom edge we can define now. Bottom side is little bit orangish, little bit orange and a little brownish if you look at the original image. So I will go for this, something of that sort. As it goes down, it is little bit darker in tone. Okay, we will put something here when this and this are dry. Now we can go for the brush. The brush is little complex. If you go for the exact colors, you will fail. Okay, so I'm not going for the exact colors. I'm just trying to do some guesswork. It is a little difficult to get these tones right. So yeah, I have decided that I'll just go only for some suggestive strokes. I'll not go for precision. Kind of taking out some color in here so that you get some glaze sort of thing. Okay. Now with some clean damp brush I am applying a stroke here. Clean damp brush so that you get some kind of a suggestion of the white color that you are seeing there. We'll stop it for the time being. We'll stop it for the time being and later we will do some touch up. It is just a suggestion that we are looking for. We are not looking for anything that is very detailed. Otherwise you will surely fail if you try to do anything that is precise there. So let us make something on this area. That area is, if you look at, I wanted to go for some brownish color there, little dark. Okay, little dark brownish color. And you have to be a little precise here because it is an artificial structure, so it should look like the side of a truck. Some darker tone here for the wheels. Okay, I think we'll stop it here. Or anything else, if you want to do any kind of additional suggestions, we'll do it once it is dry. Now we'll go for this suggestion. Some violet suggestion for this. Again some color. With some damp brush and kind of diffusing everything. Because I don't want any defined stuff here. This is something at a distance. Yeah, I'm using a damp brush. I don't want much of precise edges, so I'm just diffusing some of those, and some of these edges I'm just trying to diffuse. Okay, that is just to give some additional interest. Otherwise, it will look too artificial. I think that is fine now. Okay, now that is. Okay, maybe let us make a bit more interest by sprinkling some water. Now let us do some on the signboard. Let us apply some color. I don't know what this is. These are let us wait until all these things are dry. Now this is all dry. We'll go for next layer. So I'm thinking to have some larger tree here as the first this one, and then we'll go for the details. Now it is mainly the details and the characters, except for apart from this larger tree, it is mainly the details. Okay, so we'll go for some larger tree washes here. So what I will do is I will again take some cobalt blue, touch up violetish, and I am planning to take which one? This is sap green, quite a bit of sap green. Okay, so a bit of sap green, but this looks too much of green to me. So I would rather add a bit of brown to this. Clean the brush and take quite a bit of brown, because I don't like this much of clean colors. I'm just suggesting some nearby foliages. Okay, so I thought of covering this tree up to here, but since we have some background steps here, so I thought of taking advantage of this, and I am not planning to extend it up to here. Let us see. I am leaving some gaps deliberately, so that we can draw some branches. Okay. Let this be like that, and I think I will sprinkle some water just to create some texture. I want a little bit more. Let us see how it works out. I'll be using a small round brush and a liner brush. So first for this, some thicker consistency I am using. These are not anything serious. These are just some suggestion that there are some architectural steps there. That's it. Nothing very important. See, that is just to show that okay, there is something. You don't have to be very precise there. We'll add the shadows later, then it will be more clear. See, I always like some of this lost and found edges. So wherever I think it can help, I'm diffusing some of the things wherever I think may be useful. Okay. So now we need some shadow for this also. Cobalt blue. I'll try some cerulean blue also. Basically some blue and little bit of violet I am trying, just to get some shadow tone. Maybe I'll take a mix. I don't have any clear recipe for all these things. It is something we'll have to try and find out. Now let us make the branches for this. Stop this. Now little bit some more minor details in the sense I am not telling that it is not important. Some more smaller details, basically with the smaller brush. These play a very key role. These are some suggestions, okay? We'll have to make some suggestions around this area also. here getting the right tone is a little important. I don't know what this board is for, but there is something written. I don't know what is that. This doesn't look nice, right? So let us make this as an electric pole. Now we have to draw the wires. So drawing the wires is little, risky. I think we'll finish there. Okay, so we'll give some, we have taken some direct orange and we'll apply this on the faces. So I think we missed the some of the characters here. I mean, some 1 or 2 minutes video, I think I missed it here, so due to some camera issues. So what I will do is I will just show you how I have progressed for the characters. Due to some technical issues, some part of the video was lost. So let us make a small character here. What I do is I just make some the torso portion of it. Okay, and then just a little darker tone. With a little darker tone, I made the lower bottom. So you should be little. You should know how much how the usual proportion works, etc. So this way you do it, and once this is done, what I did is I have taken some direct orange and I have applied it on the face. Okay, now you can make some strokes for the body part basically. I think we are done with the character definitions. You can keep on doing this kind of details, but at some point you have to stop it. What I will now do is I will give some white highlight for some of the portions so that these characters and the elements do pop up. So how I do is I take a little bit of like the way we took orange, take some direct white from the tube. This is a little bit dry, otherwise you should get it very smoothly. Okay. So that these characters are a little bit of popping up. Okay. So not only for the characters, you could also give some other details. I think that's it for this particular work. What we miss now is some shadows for all this. Some shadows, because everything should properly hook to the ground. Okay. For this cyclist, you need to have some kind of bag. Shadow. I'll be happy if this goes a little bit darker. I think that's it. So we'll sign it and call it off. That's it for today's work. So we will remove the tape. We have reasonably paid justice to most of the elements. I know there could have been certain things should have been done better, like I'm not happy with these lines, but I don't mind too much. I mean, these are some issues that happens whenever you paint. So if you ignore it, it is well and good. I mean, if you try to be precise again and redo it, then it will be spoiled. So otherwise this is done pretty okay. So I regret I'm sorry that a couple of minutes video were lost and I could not really cover the footage for these characters. So I have shown this particular character just for the sake of showing how it was done. So if you have any doubt on this, how these characters are done, you can look at some of my other videos in the same channel. So in most of my streetscapes and landscapes, I suggest these kinds of characters. So you can take a look at one of those videos. And if you have any specific query or questions, you can always post a comment. I will try to cover that in another video. So thank you very much for watching. We'll meet you in the next video. Thank you. That's it for today. Hope you were with me throughout this video. If you have any comments, suggestions, questions, please do mention them in the comment section below. If you like my video, please click on the thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. I will strive to produce more videos with your support and motivation by addressing all your comments and suggestions, and I will also try to respond to your questions, suggestions as frequently as possible. Hope we'll meet you in the next video, and we'll continue with the fun of painting watercolors. Thank you very much.